Hey folks, Quality here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Surviving Mars. It's our 12 Apostle run. And the end of last episode, I said I'd run the game for a little bit so we could get a bit of research going on, and apparently that's not going to happen because we got our very first event for our mystery, Marsgate. It came from Earth. We've observed an unknown object on a rapid trajectory from Earth towards Mars. From Earth towards Mars. Huh. We've contacted our partners back on Earth, but have so far received no insight on this mysterious object. Observations at this level suggest an artificial origin, but flight schedules indicate no inbound science mission. Okay, see, I had assumed with this name that it was going to be sort of a Stargate-y thing. We were going to uncover a Stargate on Mars, and then weird things were going to happen. Huh. Pester the guys until you shake off some answers. We need to know what the heck they've thrown our way. I mean, maybe they are still throwing a Stargate type thing at us. I don't know. Now, one thing I realized with these drone hubs is they need a crap ton of electronics, which is a bit unpleasant. I'm going to send a cargo rocket here with however many electronics you can fit on there. Only 10, which really isn't good, especially considering we're still building a drone hub over here as well. So our electronics they're going to be hammered a lot. We also have like some employment issues. You know what I'm thinking? We're going to be building a dome over here. Just for some extra manufacturing. It's really not what I was looking for. I'll probably still build a medium dome. Well, am I though? Am I though? Because a small dome, I will get, let's say I get another machine parts, electronics, some amount of like the research lab, grocer, diner, farm, and then that leaves 2 edges for say apartment buildings. That'd be all right. And you can see we have like massive unemployment issues. You know what? We're building we're building another small dome right over here, like right next door. I've never clustered things this tightly, but there's no reason not to. I'm gonna leave. Oh, that was a low one. I guess I could have spaced it out a little bit, but what the hell, right? There's nothing wrong with this. Now, we don't need any electronics for this, which is good. We'll need polymers. Some of the buildings inside will need electronics. That's why we're sending stuff. I did put a max priority over here on the electronics factory. A, to make sure that it gets the top priority, get replacement parts. And just to fill up the last 2 slots, even though they're currently unspecialized, we'll get some more people there. See, Martian University needs electronics so we can graduate more people. We're going to be a little bit more balanced in our needs, at least. Which feels kind of okay. But yeah, concrete we've got plenty of right next door, which is nice. This is still... I'm still going to let this be built because I want to be able to use my RC rover for things instead of leaving it parked here all the time. It's going to have to do some things, so we'll let that get finished. Although, maybe I should... You know what? I am going to cancel it for now, because we will probably need electronic parts for setting up something more critically urgent, like building another electronics building, which I assume needs electronics to be built. I don't know, though. Production... I don't have this tech. Oh. 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 Well. Huh. Okay. Yeah, it does need electronics to build. Huh. I wonder if we just ship one from Earth. But this has it's got to be cheaper to build our own by shipping electronics from Earth than sending a full prefab. I'm assuming. I can't check the prices right now because I don't have a rocket available. Let's do that. I'm sure, like, because we just sent 10 electronics for... We had, what, like 280? I don't know how much it costs, but, like, probably under 200 Mars bucks. And I think the prefab's probably going to be, like, 400 or 500. I mean, it's got other parts involved, but the other parts we've got plenty of stuff for. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and probably go through the trouble of researching our own. We'll almost certainly be building another electronics place later on as well. Oh, something just got fixed over there. If it was the science center, that may have eaten another electronic, but we're okay for now. I do still have the polymers turned off, which we do need the polymers for dome. you have an employment over here? You do. Let me turn this back on then. Hooray! This one here is the one that doesn't have an employment. But yeah, the others are being hammered pretty hard. And I don't know if you have 2 domes that overlap. And I'd say I built a polymer factory over here. Do people from either dome start working there? How does that work? I bet you. It's kind of interesting. All right, get those electronics out. So we have a few stockpiled. Food's okay. I mean, it's sort of bouncing back and forth, but it's mostly okay. Just waiting for a little bit more metal and a little bit more polymer, which should happen. Canceled that. Low on food. I don't know about that. So how many workers will we need in the end? So the farm right now needs 6. That looks like 10, so 16. If we run 1 shift, that's 21. I guess we need an infirmary. 25, 29, 31. And in an apartment building... Yeah, so again, we can sort of have one of each of these and probably be okay. We'll see. We'll start with an apartment building in any case, though. So we got homeless people, unemployed people. Yeah, we need another dome ASAP. And yeah, getting this done rather than expanding out is probably the way to go. But man, oh man. And we'll probably need more life support stuff as well. Right now we're okay and we're breaking even, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. So, apartment. Farm, which I would like to put down here for some reason. Manufacturing. We will get another machine parts manufacturing. We will get infirmary, diner, grocer, little garden in the middle there. Get that going on. We'll want more research as well. But that's going to hit our electronics, so I may want to wait a scooch. In any case, let this get started. Metal count is going low. We do have the mine here. You don't have any employed, because I was going to say we could start a second shift there. How you doing with your soil quality? You're getting there. And this one here, yeah, needs to go through both these soybean cycles to get that done. I mean, the food's actually okay. It's not critically bad. Now, this will need more water, but I suspect we are not actually at our water production cap. So we can probably wait on that. Oxygen. I don't think any of these in-dome buildings need more oxygen, so I think we're okay. Although we're not producing a surplus right now, so it sort of makes sense to get another Moxie to help us recharge the supplies. Maintenance is just metal-based, so that should be okay. I'm going to go and put it in right over here, just because. Oops. Of course, I would accidentally right-click there.
Mission controls
oh, this is the Mars gate.
From EsoCorp, one of Earth's largest tech conglomerates. It reads:
Please be advised that Object 6EZ3 will be operating within a respectful distance of your mission. You're not to approach Object 6EZ3 under any circumstance under threat of legal and other punitive measures. Nothing further was added and no effort to even mimic adherence to standard protocol guidelines is made. Our Earth partners are giving their best to question EsoCorps and get to the bottom of this. What do these guys think they are? And we'll try for a third time to place this Moxie down. Excellent. Okay. Low resources food, but again, it's okay. It's just a little bit more bursty than we might like. See, this is our electronics factory needing maintenance. That thinks that in-dome buildings need less maintenance. It's going to save us so many electronic parts. Are you actually full? Or no, you're short of metals. Yeah, that's kind of a thing, isn't it? Now, we can get more metals. RC transport. Oh! That's weird. Why did you just stop over there? So you're going to load from here. And you're going to unload over there. Boom. So we do have some metals. Got a cold wave starting soon, which is going to shut down some things, then require maintenance to reactivate them, which will mostly affect our mines and things like that. Not the in-dome buildings so much, but our power usage will go up dramatically. You can actually see that our power production at night isn't quite as high as we would like. So I think this is going to be a good time to build some more turbines here. Boom, boom, boom. Just get our nightly production up a little higher. I mean, we can also feed off our batteries a bit, but it tends to be pretty painful. Well, in electronics again, our polymers are a bit low. They are going to be produced again, though, although that is something that's going to freeze pretty quickly while it's inactive. And we could put a little heater over here, but I'm not sure that that's worth it. Overall, these cold waves do last a ludicrously long time. You're waiting for some workers, and you're going to be doing the soybean cycle thing. I mean, some people should move. Oh, we don't have any apartments yet. At which point, people should move here. Let's make this a higher priority to get that built specifically a little faster. I guess we need a lot of polymers for the dome and the apartments. Now, the regular housing doesn't need it. And we've got enough homelessness that actually we do need to get this up as quickly as possible. So let's do that. At least it only needs concrete. So it's fairly easy to do. And then we have another wedge here for probably a research lab. Maybe another park. I suspect something like that. We could get some more nurseries too. But I don't know, actually. I don't think that's going to be the plan. All right, there we go. So some people will be able to move into this dome now. Now, I do have the non-specialized preference here, but I assume that...
on the surface, not too far from base. Our readings suggest it's intact and operational.
What was I going to say? I do have the preference for non-specialization on the education dome, but I'm assuming that homeless people will still move out of there. Like, it's not going to stop them from moving, eh? I don't know. Object 6EZ3 has... Is there, like... Should I parse this differently? 6Ez? Says 3? Like, I'm just wondering if it's trying to, like, spell out something other than being, like, random numbers and letters. Alright. So far, we can deduce it is only patrolling the area, as we can't detect sophisticated science instruments from this observation range. The landing, however, was seen by some of our colonists, and questions are being raised. Questions we currently can't answer. Earth partners have so far fallen short from picking up on any new information and are currently preparing to take the issue to the UN. Soon, we may have to take things into our own hands. Can I actually see it on the map? No, that's my drone. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually here. Oh, it's pinned. I was about to pin it, and I noticed it was green. What in tarnation? Bet you they're going to start building something that's going to get in my way. Transport. You can pick up some more metal here and drop it there. Thanks. I mean, I assume that's metal. Yeah. Oh, it's only 9. But still, all right. So some people have moved in over here. The farming will start soon. Good. More machine parts, which actually have gone up quite a bit. But we're clearly going to need more stuff. Actually, right now we're still limited on metal for machine parts factories. Let me cancel this. It truly is the electronics we need. We're about 50% of the way to researching the electronic stuff. Now, I would like to get the research down. We do have some spare electronics. It takes 8 to build it, though. Yeah, I don't know. All right, here's the cold wave. We're just going to chill for now. Chill. All right, we've got full crew of appropriate people. If we can get to the point where we can get fewer people working on factories, that would be kind of nice. And then there's the factory AI, which is 20% more as well. We'll get there soon. It is one of the things we've actually unlocked. We just haven't researched yet. So they're starting to get some stuff, which is nice. Still have a few homeless people. That'll be resolved by this. And yeah, it looks like people who are homeless definitely... Like, we've got plenty of non-specialized people who have moved in here. I was worried that, like... We do have a water shortage. Right, because what we don't have... Well, first of all, I'm actually a little unsure as to why we suddenly ran lower. Maybe one of the extra buildings. I guess we did set up the extra farm as well. We're gonna get you down here. And we can't use our water towers right now. So if anything broke down temporarily for the water, that would actually be really bad. And yeah, getting one warmed at some point would be awfully nice. And you don't need electronics, right? Concrete and machine parts, that should be okay.
Sector scanned.
And you've got a delivery zone for both the concrete and the machine parts. So you'll get built soon. The water situation will fix itself soon. Power, though, is definitely still rough. Now, this is during the day right now, while we have various manufactories going on. I don't know if I want to really turn them off. I think what I'm going to do is stick some solar panels into these gaps that I left here. That's still not going to be enough, because it's 5 per. So that's an extra 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, we're better now because I think the factories aren't operating, but we'll still get these built for now. Yeah, between that and that, we'll go positive, but we need to make sure that we charge enough during the day to go through the night. Although I think at night we'll probably be okay. You're waiting for maintenance. I still have you on max priority, so you get first crack at the electronics in theory, depending on how that times out. We still have some unemployed people here, but the farm is operating, which is good. You know what? I have enough electronics. We are, in fact, going to go and get ourselves the other research lab over here. Get that going as quickly as possible. I think it'll pay for itself. What's our tech rate right now? About 700 per soul, and then we'll fill that up. We don't actually have a research lab over here at all. Still have lots of unemployed. Not really much I can do about it here, though. I mean, I suppose I could start a night shift on the Martian University. You know what? Let's do that. I actually don't know if we have that many unspecialized people, but let's throw it in anyway. Now, nighttime shifts are not good for mood. We have some specialized people here, which makes sense because we have some buildings for them.
We have a water shortage.
We are now officially out of power.
Resources are low.
Well, that's running, but yeah, we actually ran out of power. It is at night. Okay, daytime just kicked in, thank goodness. We're still negative power. So I'm going to officially turn off the machine parts factory. Okay, there we go. So now we have a power surplus during the day. We have an oxygen surplus and water surplus. I know it says 0, but it's there. More solar power is still good for charging the batteries during the day, but we'll get the wind turbines as well, just to lower the consumption of stuff at night. It's going to hammer some of our materials, but that's okay. I'm going to have to turn on the polymer factory again. Sorry, turn on again. Which actually, is it just frozen? It's just frozen. So it can't do anything anyway. Research lab's coming up at least. And we'll have 2 shifts going for it. You can see there's a collaboration loss though. I think multiple shifts and also I think multiple research labs in the same dome leads to gradually diminishing returns, but the extra shift is still like clearly a big win. So that's okay. I think it's probably worth having a double shift research lab in every dome. And then later when we get the Mars Science Institute, it's going to be even better. All right, positive power for a little while longer. I guess I don't want to turn it on yet because we're still kind of desperately charging our batteries. It is nighttime. Oh, it's nighttime now. Well, it's evening. I guess it still counts as part of the shift, which is a little weird, but that's going to be okay. All right, I think we've got the power situation resolved. There you go. Almost 1,000 research per soul now. Electronics, metals, food. Yeah, metals is really bad, and this is now frozen. First of all, are you still just roaming around? Yeah. Can I collect more metal from somewhere? Over here. It's pretty far away, but... collect that stuff. Drop it off there. I don't want to send a shuttle with metal from home. Okay, we got negative power, but it's still building up. Oh, this is a high-grade mine. Although so is that, but we have to expand to it. But here, I mean, we've already got the drone hub and everything. I think actually this may have been where I wanted to build the that dome. in hindsight. Hindsight is when you see out your butt.
Sector scanned.
90%. Okay, so yeah, that can get canceled there. And 90%. You'll be at 100% after this, so you can go into your soybean potato cycle. Excellent. So that'll help with the food. Not that I felt that the food situation was critical, truly. But it'll still be a lot better. And yeah, you are turned on for when the cold wave ends, which is in just another soul. You are on and making machine parts. You're on. I would love to run a second shift here, but we don't have the unemployed people. And the problem is it takes 10 freaking people for that, which is madness. All right, micro manufacturing is coming in a second, which is good because we'll set up our electronics factory over here. Yeah, instead of machine parts. I think I'm going to be pleased with this. Because I think I'd originally talked about having both types of factories.
Research complete.
But this way, like, we're actually not so bad off with the machine parts as long as we get metal. Metal's actually the shortage over there. We need 15 to build it, which we don't quite have enough of. Still. And then over here we'll build a nice little garden, and then we'll put in a statue. There we go, and we've got room for one more something later on. But yeah, we'll work towards building this. Oh, you need maintenance. Drone is on the way to repair this building. We need to make sure this gets repaired before this gets built and eats all of our electronics. Although I have tons of money. You know what? New rocket. Full of electronics. There. Then we won't have to worry one way or another. Okay, what's next in the queue? Something that's already being worked on. That's our medium-sized dome, which maybe we'll build on the bottom level there. At some point, we'll need something for more power, because this is starting to be a lot of stuff to maintain. And it's not dire, but it is a fair amount. Come on, repair that, please. Things are being delivered over here, including metals, which we don't have anything for. You're nearly there. You should charge as part of your delivery route. Yeah, you're going to charge first, which is fine. And yeah, critically low on metal. We get the 30 in there and then like one other piece of metal sitting around somewhere. That's rough. 1, 2... Yeah, nearly done scanning. The metal extractor is going to kick in again soon. Could, I suppose I just turned it off and free up those people for something, but that's okay. You got a full 15 people trying to graduate over here. Botanists, engineers, medics. And there's no geologists? Huh. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that is. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Did anyone hear, like, a sound? Is it giving me the, Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know if that was, like, someone just followed my channel sound. I'm still not at home, right? So I'm, like, using someone else's computer, and OBS is, like, isn't configured the same way I'm used to. I'm using actually different tools than I'm used to, so I apologize if there was, like, a weird background sound that didn't make sense. Oh, we're gonna go straight into a dust storm. Hooray! That actually doesn't hurt us, though, so it's okay. Let me cancel these solar panels and free up some metal, actually. Short term is good. We've got a little bit in the queue here. RC Transport, you're collecting some more goodies. That's going to be fine. We're coming in with more electronics soon, although this did get fixed up. And we're just shy of one engineer here for the maximum number of engineers, of workers there. Yeah, food is dipping a little lower than I might like. So getting a fungal farm near somewhere that low G engineer, that's our bigger dome. Near somewhere that's got some unemployment would not be a terrible thing. Right now there's a ton here. I don't know if that's gonna kind of maintain itself. And there's some here. Actually, this might be a good place to take advantage of the overlap. Again, I don't quite know exactly how that's going to affect things, but let's do this. It's technically within range of both domes. You do need electronics for this as well. But it's probably worth doing. Wow, yeah, the food is dropping dramatically. I mean, our population's 184. These people maybe, you know how we were like hoping that people would breed faster? They might need to like settle down a bit. We might have to put something in the water to get people to be a little less randy. Because they are making a ton of babies very quickly. Like, we've got unemployment here again. Or, well, both unemployment and homelessness again. My God. Alright, well, I mean, that is what it is. So yeah, all that to say, the fungal farm's probably a good idea. We're short one electronic for this, although we've got some to spare, so it'll happen. You are still out collecting or dropping off metals, which we have a little bit of now. These mines are starting to be fixed, although worker count's a little low. I guess you don't have enough housing. That's kind of the issue. Well, we're going to expand down here. How good was this one? Very low. Yeah. I mean, it's within range. I can technically do it, but what a terrible workspace. We do have the unemployment, although some will go to the fungal farm, which I believe needs 6 people. Yeah. And you're coming in. Now, these are not specialized. 38 lifetime graduates. Well, I mean, it's happening. I may have to get the mod to encourage people to move specialization domes. I'll have to double check. I know that there was some notes in the comments last time I checked that there were some issues. I think specifically related to confusion with the Martian University. But it may have been fixed, so I may have to try that. It'll encourage people with specializations to move domes. Because right now I don't have that. I just have the people within a dome are forced to work in their specialization first no matter what. Plenty of botanists here, which is going to help the food situation. I mean, building performance is almost 200 now. Look at the 100% soil quality as well. There you go. Food just jumped up dramatically. But that's going to happen. It's going to keep being bursty like that. It's going to go up really high and then get drained surprisingly fast. Okay. Electronics factory fully staffed, mostly with non-specialized people, but it's going to produce something for us. We still had some of those. The machine parts are still a little bit rough. We do have 2 shifts. Part of the thing stopping them is just getting metals in at an appropriate rate. Oxygen is negative. Oh, well, there's a dust storm going on right now. Yeah. So I can even turn off the solar panels to save a little bit on that. Because when they're closed, they don't really get dusty. So we'll just keep them closed. Looks like we could probably go and get some extra dumping sites over here. And here, I think the drones are like walking back and forth between these two quite a lot. And this is high, right? Yeah. Well, we're going to be short on polymers, I think. And metal to build another dome. Which is very annoying. You need to be fixed. Of course, our little machines aren't operating right now. Our little shuttles. You have unemployment? Yeah, we could open a second shift on something. Like the polymer, but... bring it down to normal. I'm going to bring the metal extractor up. I mean, it's still low, which means like the rate at which we get metal here is still going to be frustratingly slow.
Sector scan.
But I think might be what we have to do. I'm still wondering about setting up a mine over here. I mean, we've got the unemployment, so what the hell. Let's go and get a metal extractor. At least the maintenance for it is pretty straightforward. Boom. And boom. Okay. Get you plugged in over there. Yeah, so we'll get some people working there. That'll be okay. All right, well, we'll put a cut in here. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I will see you guys next time. Look, the last sector's almost scanned.